Let's start with a simple meditation to tune in our energy. And today I would like to focus more on practice than talking. Even though today is the day of Hathor, or Hathor, as we say in Europe, in Italy. It's revealing to be a very interesting goddess to work with. And there is so much to say about her, but I will be focusing on a few aspects of the myth and the worship of Hathor in the ancient Egypt. So for now, just to ground our energy, as we did for the first meeting and as we do also in the second recording that is coming up, let's do like a grounding meditation, really to call in the energy and to call ourselves to presence. So relax your arms. I like to relax my hands right in front of my belly, and just to have them relaxed, not in any specific position. But if you prefer, you can have your hands on your knees with your palms up or down. Anything that is super comfortable for you. When you find your position, you close your eyes. Make sure that you are sitting right on your sit bones, and pull your navel slightly in and up, just to hold your lower spine in place and create like a pillar to sustain the rest of the body, and especially to sustain your heart, like your heart that can open up and relax completely when your lower spine, your solar plexus are very strong and engaged. So when you have found this comfortable position with your lower spine, your navel a little bit pulled in and up, your heart is lifted up, and your shoulders relaxed down, your arms relaxed, your chin is slightly pulled in, it's parallel to the ground and pulled in, not too hard, just slightly, and to open these channels that pass through the spine and especially through the back of the neck. And let's take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale again very deeply. And exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Start to breathe long and deep through the nose, really feeling the air coming in through the nostrils and going out through the nostrils as well. And as you inhale, you make sure that the air goes all the way down to the bottom of your lungs, and make sure that you expand your belly when you inhale, and when you exhale, you relax your belly and you push your navel in toward the spine to fully empty your lungs. And again, inhale deeply, bring the air all the way down to the lungs, to the bottom of the lungs, and expand the lower belly, the navel area. And as you exhale, you bring the navel in toward the spine. This is very important because, as we learned on the first class, we are building up energy for our Kundalini to rise up and to really awaken our centers of energy centers and our center of creation. Let's concentrate on this way of breathing for a few times. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale from your sit bones, send 2 long roots, cords, down toward the center of the earth. At the end of your exhalation, these cords have fully entered the center of the earth, connecting fully and completely to Mother Earth. As you inhale, ask Mother Earth to regenerate your energy and to stand up along these 2 cords, supporting energy, healing energy, transforming energy, clearing energy. As you exhale, together with a little bit of love, you release anything that doesn't serve you anymore, like something that needs to be cleared up. And then you send it down to the center of Mother Earth that knows very well what to do with it. When you inhale, you bring up from the heart of Mother Earth beautiful, regenerating, transforming energy to support you and inspire you. And as you exhale, release anything that you don't want anymore. You don't need anymore. And you don't need to know exactly what it is. You just ask your soul, yourself, your higher self to release it. As this exchange continues at the level of the first chakra, gently bring your attention to the top of your head where we have the 7th chakra and the crown. And from there, just imagine a vortex that goes counterclockwise and one vortex that goes clockwise, opening up right above your head, and not on your head, but above, like 5 inches above. As it opens up, allows this cord of energy to extend from your own physical body to the central sun. And as you inhale and reach the central sun, and exhale, receive the blessings, the guidance, the protection coming from the central sun. As you continue to allow yourself to be grounded and centered and connected, then imagine that from the sit bones and from these vortex that we have open inside the head, there are two cords that travel toward the heart and they meet at the heart center. Now you can see yourself, both your lower self and your higher self, connected through this cord of light, connected to the divine Mother Earth, and connected to the divine central sun. As you inhale, the energy comes from both directions into your heart. As you exhale from your heart, the energy goes toward both directions. Now let's meet the heart, the energy at the heart again. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, send a beam of light all the way down to the Divine Mother. And then inhale from the Divine Mother all the way up through you to the central sun. And then exhale from the central sun all the way down through you to the Divine Mother. Clear completely the cords and continue to move this beam up and down from the Divine Mother as we inhale up to the central sun and exhale from the central sun down to the Divine Mother. And as the beam of light passes through this incredible long cord, you can see the cord completely clearing up. It becomes of the color that you want. It can be gold, it can be pink, it can be blue, whatever color you think your cord is, that's what it becomes, and it becomes brighter and brighter each time that the beam passes through. As you inhale, the beam goes up to the central sun. As you exhale from the central sun, goes down to the Divine Mother. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just call the cords, both the direction, both of them back into your heart. And let them absorb into the chakra of the chest, the chakra of the heart. As you inhale and exhale, let the cord be absorbed by the energy of the heart chakra. As you inhale, you gently open the eyes and look straight in front of you first. Then look to your left. Then look to your right. Then look up and look down. And then circulate your eyes in 4 directions. Down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right. And then change direction down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left. One more, right, up, left, down, and bring your eyes straight again. Okay. So, as I said at the beginning, Hathor has a lot of characteristics, and it is one of the ancient goddesses that the history records. Her name and her myth is even more ancient than Isis. And this is true considering that actually Hathor becomes later on in a later dynasty in Egypt, becomes Isis. So basically Hathor and Isis are the same mother, divine goddess. Hathor as Isis, or Isis as Hathor, has this gift of giving life, regenerate life, and mostly is capable to regenerate life from death. And it's interesting because everything that refers to death in the Egyptian mystery school and in the Hermetic tradition as well, when they talk of death or a dead person or dead in general, they're talking about a body without life force within itself. So it's not necessarily a dead corpse. It's just a person that is walking on planet Earth without life within him or herself. So Hathor, as well as Isis, have the power within themselves to give life back and to restore the flow of life force into the body so that the body can reawaken and regenerate and come back to life. It's interesting because Isis learned this technique from Ra. So as I explained, Ra was on his bed, almost dying, and Isis tricked him to know the trick of eternal life, how to give back the life force. The difference between Hathor and Isis is that Hathor has already that gift, because Hathor is actually the mother of Ra. So she is born with the gift of knowledge already of life and death. And Hathor is mostly dedicated to life. In fact, it is connected to the fertility rituals, it's connected to the harvest and protection of the city. This is very interesting because she represents an aspect of the goddess that protects the people, they protect the civilization, the city. And there is a goddess, and they have some similarity. There is a goddess There is a goddess in the Hindu tradition. This one is Durga, that is specifically dedicated to protect his people, her people, and a specific city, which is Mysore in the south of India. And there is another goddess, which is Athena in the Greek tradition, who is the patron of the city Athens. So this theme of the goddess being the protector is not new, and it just repeats itself throughout civilizations, throughout history, and especially in the ancient time. And one particularity is also, while Isis is more focused on the power for women, and mostly her worshippers, her disciples, or people that followed her temple were mostly women. In the temple of Hathor, we can find both male and female. She really represents this union of the two aspects of the existence of the human being. So it's really, she really represents the alchemical union from the male and the female, between the male and the female energy of creation. It's like mostly like saying without one, the other cannot exist, and without the other one, the other cannot manifest. So basically she represents the interdependence between the male and the female energy. And all her work, protecting the city, protecting the harvest, help the people to have a healthy and balanced life, it's all oriented in recreating this balance and a harmony between these two polarities of female and male energy. It's almost like saying, without these two, this harmony, there is no harmony outside. So the harmony must be found, first in within. Okay, so all her temples practices are all oriented in refining this connection between male and female, and reharmonize the relationship within ourselves of these two important energy. And so today we're gonna do some exercise, physical, and then meditation to rebalance these two energy, female and masculine. And then I want to do a meditation. It's more like our initiation in temple, and it's a very simple exercise that they used to do in Egypt. In the Egypt time, who were about to enter the temple of Hathor had to go through this initiation. So we're gonna do that as well, which I found very interesting and beautiful. And there is all kind of symbology about it. So let's stand up today. We're gonna work in standing position, and then we'll go down for the meditation. Last time we have worked on these two channels. The two channels, one that goes through the perineum up along the spine to the top of the head, and the other one that goes from the perineum area up through the center and up to the center of the brain. So what I want you to do today is recreate the same type of experience, but standing. And basically we're going to do the same type of meditation, keeping in mind is a flow of energy constant throughout the entire exercise. So to start, so we remember what we have done last time, put your hands with your palms facing forward. Your belly is slightly, your solar plexus is slightly pulled in and up, so your chest is completely open. Your feet are parallel to one another, and they are kind of open, about 2 feet apart, like open like your hips. And your eyes could be closed. If you have equilibrium issues, you can open your eyes slightly and look at one point on the floor, or at one point you can stare at one point right in front of you. Anything that can help you to maintain the balance. So as you inhale and exhale, bring your attention to your feet. and start to feel all the surface of your feet touching the ground. You can, with your mind, design the shape and the form of your feet on the ground using your mind. Inhale, bring your attention to your feet. Exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. And you can feel the energy of the earth because we have grounded ourselves. So before, you can feel this energy really attracting the body down. That means that we have anchored to Mother Earth and we have become present. Now, as you inhale, visualize the energy from beneath your feet, from the earth, running all the way up through your legs into your womb, into your pelvic area, your lower belly. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, you bring the energy all the way up through your legs into your pelvic area, into your lower abdomen. And when you inhale, you expand your belly to really give space to this amount of energy to come in. And then as you exhale, you relax your belly, you pull your navel slightly in. Inhale, collect the energy from the earth, bring it up into your belly. As you exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale. And exhale. Now, as you inhale, bring the energy to your lower belly. As you exhale, allow this energy from your belly, for your perineum, to run up through the back of the spine to the top of your head. And keep going with this type of energy. Inhale from your feet up to the left, through the legs. And then as you exhale, the energy continues to go up, all the way up to your head, to the top of your head. Inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, push your belly in, so the energy is forced to be squeezed in and up through the spine to the top of your head. Few more times. Maintain the position, and now we do the reverse and we use the other channel. This time, if you inhale, as you inhale, from the central sun, bring the energy all the way in to the top of your head, down to your belly. Inhale, bring the energy down, inside the top of your head, through the central central channel down to the belly. Let's focus on this for now. Inhale. Now, as you inhale, bring the energy down to the perineum, expand your belly. As you exhale, you push the belly in and you reverse the direction of the energy. You bring the energy all the way up through the central channel to the center of your brain where there is the pineal gland. And imagine every time the energy goes in, the pineal gland becomes enlightened, like with more light and light. Inhale, call the energy in from the central sun. Fill up your belly with this cosmic energy. And as you exhale, you rise the energy all the way up to the pineal gland. And bring light into your brain. And keep going. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Relax the position, but remain in standing position. And now bring your hands in front of your pelvic area, where you have your hip attached with your thighs. Bring your hands here and slowly just move slightly to the left, slightly to the right. We're cleared up with the central channels. Now we're balancing the side channels through which the energy of the male and female energy goes through. And it's interesting because by doing this simple movement, we stimulate these nadis, these channels, to activate and wake up. The hands helps to balance the energy that is coming from the lower belly to be harmonious, balanced, no aggressive. Inhale when you go to the left, exhale as you go to the right. If you close your eyes, you can feel exactly where the imbalance is, because you will lose the equilibrium. Your eyes will kind of trick you into control the movement, but if you close them, you have to rely on your feeling, on your sensations. Change the breathing. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. When you feel that your body is moving more nicely and flowing, with more confidence, it means that something has been harmonized. Then you inhale, you come back to the center, bring back your hands, and very important here at the level of these where you have your thighs. And then from here, inhale, bring your hands closer to the body, and go to the center, to the side, up to your chest, forward, down, up, forward, down. And again, inhale, up, exhale, down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. You're creating like a wheel in front of your body, and imagine that this wheel has all the rainbow colors. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. This is very energizing to really give a kick to our energy. Now extend your arms forward and reverse the circle toward your chest, down to your hips, forward, up to your chest, back to your shoulders, down to your hips. And your knees will move up and down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And maybe this direction is slightly heavier, then breathe even more powerfully to really remove possible prana toxins, like a prana that is running where it is not supposed to run. And use the exhale to really push this prana away from the heart area. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And relax. Inhale deeply. One more exercise. And this exercise is interesting because the chakras have, each and every one of them has a god and a goddess associated with each chakra, which means that in every single chakra there is this presence of a particle, of a sparkle of sacred feminine and sacred masculine. So, and we forget sometimes about it. And so we have Shiva and Shakti in each and every chakra. So we needed to balance and create harmony of these two forces, sacred principle in each of every chakra. So put your hands in Yen Mudra, index and thumbs together. Bring your hands like this, with your palms facing toward you, the level of the first chakra, the perineum. And as like a belly dancer, move slightly to the left as you inhale, and then as you exhale, you move to the right. As you slowly go up to the second chakra, inhale to the left, exhale to the right. It's like an H shape you're doing with your hands. Up to the third, inhale to the left, exhale to the right, inhale to the left, solar plexus, exhale to the right, up to the fourth chakra, inhale to the left, exhale to the right, fifth chakra, inhale to the left, exhale to the right, sixth chakra, inhale to the left, exhale to the right, and seventh chakra, inhale to the left, exhale to the right, and down to the sixth, inhale to the chakras left, exhale to the right, fifth, inhale, left, exhale, right, heart, inhale, left, exhale, right, solar plexus, inhale, exhale, belly, navel, inhale, left, exhale, right, second chakra, first chakra. Now we do the same, bring to the center, but we start to the right, inhale, exhale to the left, second chakra, inhale to the right, exhale to the left, navel, inhale right, exhale right, left, solar plexus, inhale right, exhale left, inhale right chakra, heart chakra, left, fifth chakra, left, and seventh chakra, and down to the left, to the sixth, down to the fifth, down to the right, to the fourth, down to the solar, down to the navel, second, and first, back to the center, and relax. Inhale deeply, and exhale. And start to move your feet, your heels up and down. And move your feet, move your right foot away and just circulate your foot around your ankle, both direction. Change, left foot. Just turn around the ankles, both direction. Then bend your knees and just circulate your legs, your knees, the other side. And kick. And shake your arms and twist your torso. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, please gently sit down again. Yes, honey. Good. Good. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Just allow for a moment the energy to flow. And let's work with the two serpents that we worked on the first class when we talked about Isis. And since Hathor represents this chemical union between male and masculine energy to really manifest life, this is a very important concept. The harmony that brings the union of the male and feminine energy, masculine and feminine energy, can really bring life, like the life force within one body, within the mind, within the soul. So let's work with one serpent at a time, and then we put them together. We start with the black serpent, the one that represents the void, and it's technically associated with the goddess. I don't necessarily see this as true, but let's keep it as it is on the book. So it started from the left side of the body. So just look at this left side of your sacrum bone, which is the latest bone, like the coccyx. It's the last bone at the end of the spine. Actually, is like 3-4 vertebrae all together. From the left side, we imagine this left serpent going from the left side all the way to the left, and then twist and crossing the second chakra, the sixth chakra, as it goes to the right side. Then go all the way, it turns and cross the third chakra as it goes to the left. Then it goes all the way up to the fourth chakra, and it crosses the fourth chakra as it goes to the right. And then it goes all the way up to the fifth, and it crosses the fifth as it goes to the left again. Then it goes all the way up, and it crosses the sixth chakra as it goes to the right. And it goes all the way around the skull until it goes again to the left, and the head of the serpent points in toward the pineal gland. This is very important. To the 6, it goes to the right, goes all around the crown, right beneath the skull bone, and then the head turn in toward the pineal gland. As you inhale, you imagine this serpent going up, crossing the chakras, up to the left, up to the 6th chakra, and then it goes all around and it looks toward the pineal gland. Inhale, visualize the serpent going up. It's actually inhale, expand the belly, and as you exhale, you imagine the serpent going up. Inhale, as you exhale, you imagine the serpent going up. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. Let's focus on the other serpent, the gold serpent that is associated with the sacred masculine. And again, I think they can be easily inter-exchanged. Like, they can be either masculine and feminine. It depends on the tradition. So let's assign the masculine to the gold serpent for now. And let's go back to the perineum, to the sacrum actually. And this time we have the golden serpent that goes to the right. So from the sacrum or perineum area, the right serpent goes, start from the right side, is like there is sacrum, left and right. From the right side it opens in a curve, right, it crosses the 2nd chakra as it goes to the left. It crosses the 3rd chakra as it goes to the right. It crosses the heart chakra as it goes to the left. It crosses the 5th chakra as it goes to the right. It crosses the 6th chakra as it goes to the left. And then here continues all the way around the skull. And the head is pointing toward the pineal gland or hypophysis. Let's start again. Inhale, bring the energy down to the womb. And as you exhale, you imagine there's a serpent, gold in color, going up toward the right, crossing the 2nd chakra as it goes to the left, crossing the 3rd chakra as it goes to the right, crossing the heart chakra as it goes to the left, crossing the 5th chakra as it goes to the right, and crossing the 6th chakra as it goes to the left, and then it goes all around the skull, and the head is pointing toward the pineal gland. Just keep going with this concentration, with this focus. We're balancing the male and female energy as Hathor is the mother of the universe. It's considered the mother of the principle of female and masculine energy. As you inhale, bring the energy down to the womb, to the pelvic area, and as you exhale, you imagine this beautiful golden serpent going all the way up to the skull. Even if you don't remember the visualization, I am doing it for both of you. So energetically, you should be fine. And then inhale deeply. Exhale deeply through the mouth to release excessive energy. And bring your attention again to the womb. Now we use both serpents as we did for Isis, but now we have a little bit more consciousness about it. So the black serpent is on the left, the right has the serpent in gold. The left, the black serpent goes first left, and it crosses the first chakra as it goes to the right, and it goes all the way up in this way, crossing all those chakras. The golden instead is on the right of your spine, and it goes to the right to cross the second chakra as it goes to the left, and it goes all the way in this way, crossing always path with the black serpent until they reach the sixth chakra, and the black serpent goes to the right all the way around the skull, and then the head point toward the pineal gland, while the golden goes to the left all around the skull, and then the head point toward the pineal gland. Now as you inhale, you bring your breath down to the womb. As you exhale, visualize these two serpents crossing path as they rise up, clearing the path, clearing the energy, harmonize what we call separate feminine and separate masculine within each other, and this beautiful heart shape that they form right above the sixth chakra all around the skull is so important. The head looking at each other, pointing and enlightening the pineal gland. Inhale, bring the energy down to the womb. As you exhale, you imagine the energy going up through these imaginary serpents. A black one and a golden one crossing path, wrapping around the skull and then resting the head right in front of the pineal gland on each side. A few more times, I let you do it. Now take a deep breath in. Ask these energies of the black and golden serpent to flow automatically and keep clearing the path for your energy to be completely and fully harmonized. And as you do that, just shift the focus and bring the focus in one place that is right behind your eyes, is a specific point that is behind the root of your nose. You don't have to focus your eyes on it, relax your eyes, but just become aware of this area, and it's a specific area of the mind that if stimulated can really awake our intuition and gives us the gift of vision and clarity. And this is important because we needed to know where our energy is focused on, and also because today it starts the Diwali, the holy day of the light, and it's specifically dedicated to the light within, not just the light around. They really turn on the light within, and this specific area of the eyes behind the eyes is where the light turns on, and we can see with clarity that Diwali is the holiday that invites people to awaken the light and start to see with clarity, with light. Just focus your eyes, just relax your eyes, sorry, and become aware of this place as you breathe long and deep, and just allow the feeling and the lights that come through to manifest. There is no tension. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Press your hands for a moment on your face and run your hands around your skull and relax your hands and gently open your eyes. And to conclude today, and to also come back on planet Earth before we go on with our day, there is this beautiful initiation practice rituals that it seems that was used in the Hathor temple in Egypt. So it was said that basically to enter and to enter in the temple of Hathor, you had to recognize the fifth gift of Hathor, and it is said that the left hand was the hand that was used to remember ourselves, what are our best blessings or our 5 gifts. And this because in the ancient Egypt, the laborers people, they were working in the field and nobody owned any land, only the pharaohs and the royalties, but the people didn't own the land, so they didn't have any possession, any other blessing. And they used to work the land. They used the left hand to hold the crop, to hold the grains, and they used the left hand to harvest. So there was this balance. Remembering the left hold the blessing, so what is actually giving you food, to maintain your life working in the land, and the right was harvesting so that you could keep going the blessing and the prosperity and the fertility of the civilization of the city. So in the temple was said that the disciples were to look at their left hand, because this was the hand that they always look at, even while they were working. this one, the left hand was always in front of their eyes for a reason or for another, while the right was just cutting and harvesting. So it wasn't actually always in front of their eyes, but this one was always there. So the left hand, you have to look at the left hand and you have to really look at it. And finger by finger, it is not started if you started from the pinky or from the thumb. I like to start from the pinky. And you start to look at the pinky and you start to say, or you start to repeat in your mind what you are thankful for. What are your gifts that you recognize and you welcome in your life? So you just say it in your mind. You look at the pinky or thumb and you repeat one gift. Then you look at the left, at the second finger. And remember what you are thankful for, your second gift. Then you look at the third finger and you remember the third gift of blessing. Then you look at the fourth. And then you look at the fifth finger. And then close your hands and bring it to your heart. And put your right hand on your knee with your palm facing up. And the right hand is the harvest hand, the one that receives. The one that manifests. As we hold our blessings, our gifts into the heart. Inhale, bring your right hand into, wrap your left hand with your right so that they can be united. Because as we said since the beginning, Hathor is the harmonizer of the male and female energies through the alchemical inner transformation. It brings life force within our body by harmonizing the sacred masculine and feminine energy. So left and right hand are matching one another to harmonize the power of manifestation that comes from our gift, so that we can remember our gift and receive based on them, manifest our blessings from our own inside, from our own heart. We have the power to manifest, we have the power to create the life, the reality, the existence that we want, just by accessing our inner alchemical energy. Take a deep breath in and exhale, open completely, relax your hands. Just be there to receive. And take a deep breath in. Bring your hands again over your head, over your face. Run your hands behind. And stretch your legs. Massage your knees. Okay. And take a deep breath in. And we're done for today.